What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, everybody. It's your boys here at Cushion Kicks. It's your boy Q.
And it's your boy MJ, and happy Easter. We've
Happy
made
Easter.
it. It's April, what? April 8th? Oh, you talk about everything all good. April 9th. April 9th. And we've got some special guests here on Easter. We're here still doing our thing. So why don't you introduce yourself?
How you doing, everybody? My name is Cameron Fritz from JK Logics, specifically in the secure transport industry here in the state of Michigan. We obviously deliver the fine brands that we're going to be later talking about on the show, and other brands alike throughout the state of Michigan to retail shops, locations, etc.
Awesome. And who we got over on this side?
And I'm Austin Hervey from JK Logics. Same thing that Cam just kind of talked about, right? We're the company that obviously moves everything around the state of Michigan, making sure it gets to go where it needs to go in a timely manner, so that all you viewers out there can try the fine cannabis.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And speaking of fine cannabis, we wouldn't be anywhere without our sponsors. So Bad Moms Customs, you know, she is a great mom who dabbles in art and does a great job. She's also a cannabis user, and any like-minded people who want some artwork done, I know she does consignments and she does great work. Just look around the studio.
Yeah. And then another big shout out is to CEP. Last year we got to catch Juicy J, and I had a great time. If you've been tuning in on Cushion Kicks, you know that Juicy J was one of my favorite moments with CT Visuals. But shout out to those guys, and their event is coming up at the end of the month. So if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you're following the Cushion Kicks page, because we know where the tickets at, and we're going to be there. So we hope to see you guys there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this week in the sneaker world, it was kind of a quieter week. So we had to reach back a little bit, to grab some restocks and grab.
It was Easter, man, and there wasn't many drops this weekend.
Everything was closed.
Yeah, everything was closed today, but we're still open. We're still here, still getting it. But man, no big drops.
No big drops, but we got a couple of them noted for at the end of the week. We'll talk about a little later.
Yeah.
But the first one that we're going to talk about came out last month. This is the Corduroy Air Max 1 right here. I don't know how I feel about it personally. I'm going to hand the shoe off a little bit before I start talking about it.
I think you're spot on there. It's just you don't really know what to say when you kind of get it in your hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The few things that I like about the shoe, though, are some of the details. They took time and if you look, this hang tag is not like most of the other hang tags. They did a tricolor inside of it, so that has the navy blue with the tan, and then it has the blue that pops on the outside right there. And it's abrasive, so it's a different kind of material than the corduroy, so it makes it a little bit, I don't know, nicer. I feel like when it rubs your ankle right there, you know what I mean?
Old school.
It's just a nicer touch. I know sometimes when they do the leather right there, it kind of hurts in the summertime. But all in all, I think this is a nice shoe for the person that can pull off corduroy.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a certain character to be able to pull out corduroy. I don't think in this day and age I'm wearing corduroy, but I see it through a lot of other people wearing corduroy, because it's a special material, It gives it that differentiate to the other shoes, you know what I'm saying? Gives it its own different style. I'm not a big fan of the Air Maxes, though, so for me...
You compare it with a nice velour suit, for sure.
Oh, he said the suit. He said bust out the suit.
Very true, very true. I'm personally going to probably pass on these, but I mean, a velour suit with these, now you're turning heads.
Now you're trying to do something crazy. Yeah. Huh? I mean, I could see that a little bit, but I mean, how much did they retail for?
So those were $130.
Okay.
That standard Air Max prices, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now in the aftermarket, you can get them below that on any of your favorite reselling platforms or your local reseller. But the things that I kind of liked about the shoe, though, real quick, just with you holding it right there, it kind of reminds me of a Lego shoe.
Oh.
When you look at it, it looks like Legos from a distance.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely is corduroy. When you get up on close on top of it. And so, do you think the cleaning of this would be a little bit harder than
cleaning
usual?
on that is going to be is good luck to you.
Good luck to you. So, I
Good
mean,
luck to you.
it is getting warmer out here in Michigan, and the weather's getting a lot better. So, definitely a summertime shoe for anybody that was interested in corduroys. But would you
Absolutely.
cop these?
No.
No?
Hard no.
Hard no. Okay. So, we got no, and no. What you got?
I'm gonna say no.
No? Damn.
Yes,
Well,
no.
today, everybody, this got a no from all four guests. I'm not surprised, though.
I mean, it takes the certain person, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we talk about. Like, every shoe is different. Every shoe is an art form, you know, and every person has a different. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah, true.
And for,
Specifically with fashion, right? Like
exactly.
It's whatever you want it to be.
For Nike to put out something this daring, you know what I mean, in this day and age, and for them to still move numbers of these, hey, kudos to them,
For
because
sure.
they still hit that target audience that they were trying to hit with these, because they did not put these out for everybody.
No,
Like,
yeah.
this was not a shoe intended for everybody.
Right.
But this is a drop for Cushion Kicks.
Cushion Kicks is good on the corduroys. They missed the mark at Nike. Tell them to take it back and do something else with it, not corduroy. It's too much to clean. It's not at a great price point, and it's ugly.
What would have been a great price point for that shoe?
I think like $100, 75 maybe. I'm gonna put it down in the dump. Sorry, I don't mean to take too hard of a stab at it, but and it feels flimsy at the top of the toe box on the shoe. That's why the first thing I thought of was like, if I wore that outside and it started to rain out of nowhere and a mud puddle, and
It kind of
they're not gonna
reminds me
last.
of the Flyknit Air Maxes that they make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ones that you just can't touch any kind of water to, or else it just gets into that mesh. And
I
it's
swear.
just done.
But we also had another shoe that we had to reach back in the vault, and we always talk about collabs here on Cushion Kicks. And the Union collab came through on an ugly pair of shoes, but a very cool pair of shoes that Q found.
Yeah.
That he found from our guy Sneaker Beast. That's
Shout out to the man, Sneaker
he
Beast.
does a great job, and he always has cool things in his collection like that. He was on the show last year. We're gonna have him here soon. But these Cortez Lemons, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Lemons.
They dropped last year around July 21st of last year. They retailed at like 130, 119.
130.
So a great price point, but they have a lot of different material on them. I'm not a big fan of the Cortez silhouette as a whole, but I think with all the dope material that's on here, all the nice little hidden gems on there, overall, it's a super cool shoe. I'm gonna hand that to you.
So my first instinct, like when I look at it,
Mhm.
it just reminds me of old school LA.
yeah,
Like it just screams old school LA. I think that's what like Union was trying to do. Being an LA based company, they were just trying to retro a very classic silhouette.
yeah, it's got some details of like off-white material with the tongue on there, the hidden gem on the back, the tag being right here on the side. It gives me off-white vibes, but it's Union LA. So how do you feel about it?
They're unique, is what I'll
Yeah.
say. Unique is a great way to describe them. I actually might be a buyer of these in the
Ooh.
right setting, like maybe going to the beach.
I think right now they're right at the 120 price point right
Yep,
now.
absolutely. And the thing that I'm digging, like right off the top, is this sole is made out of recycled material.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really dope that they went eco-friendly with that. And the insole is cork. So I mean,
It's a dope shoe.
I
I
like
mean,
that.
they've done a lot of detail, and with it being a collab, has made it even cooler to me. It reminds me of a bowling shoe. That's what I
I
first
can see
thought
that.
of when I saw
I
it.
wear
I
that
was like,
bad boy
I can
That's
see
bowling.
that.
you know what I'm saying? I would pull up
Bowling
instead of
toe.
buying, getting the actual rental bowling
I
shoe.
bet
those
you
would be
no
my
one will
bowling shoes.
question you.
No,
We should do an experiment.
Yes.
We should do an
110%.
experiment.
110%.
So
I would rock a pair of those bowling.
I can see that for sure. Right, perfect Easter colors too.
You know,
Right? See, the problem with me is that I wear a size 13. So you put like a giant this in a giant form running around like these are clown shoes. Right, like-
You never wore the Adidas shell toes, did
Right,
you?
No, hell no. So right, but I mean, Herb, you can have it.
you can have them. You're passing on them. That means a hard pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hard pass for it.
So you would cop them.
Only going to the beach
Only going to the beach.
with a
Okay.
bright pair of shorts on too.
Damn. Oh, he said, "Look at me. Hey, look at these shoes I got on too."
I don't know where
Girl, I
those.
hear you. What you got, Q?
I think I'm.
Ooh, I'm making a lot of noise.
That's a tough decision because I know they came out in different colorways too.
Mm.
So I think this one would possibly be a drop.
Oh, damn. I didn't think that was going to be a drop for you, to be honest.
Yeah, I like the bright colors. I dig the silhouette. I just know that there's other options out there,
Mm-hmm.
so that kind of I don't know negates what I'm thinking.
So we got drop, cop, and I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna cop this, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I can see myself going bowling. I don't know if I would wear these to the beach. I don't know how they would work in the beach, but I would like to see it with your
I mean, you
shorts.
don't wear them on the sand, obviously.
Right? Yeah. So you would. So yeah.
Beachside restaurant. Let's talk about.
Ooh, okay.
On the
Beachside
boat.
On the boat.
On the boat, that'd be nice with
Boat
no
shoes.
socks on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's got a lot of detail to it, which I love. I love that it's a collab as well. Union dived in, like you said. It gives me old school vibes as well, though. You know, I could see some old heads putting this on for their Sunday, Easter, like you said, and rocking out with that. So
It's different.
yeah, I will cop it. I'm gonna join you on that, and the price point is right for me. The shoes are right, only on certain occasions, though. You know, like Easter, bowling, but they did a good job. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Union for a year ago dropping something that Cushion Kicks we found, and you know we're gonna
That's how
split
about
it 2-2. But they know that they would. If your feet weren't bigger, would you buy these? Let's be real.
He said I can't even imagine my feet being smaller.
Right? No, right? No.
Like I mean, you got to switch up the colors for me. I'm kind of a.
So there are different colorways. Like I'll show you after the show. You know, what I'm saying?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if you mix it up there, like the yellow, mustardy yellow, like it just doesn't
Okay.
do it for me.
Okay, the colors are off. See, I was trying to persuade you on Cushion Kicks to
Yeah,
come back to
no.
the dark side.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
He said no, not for me, but
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 last,
these,
yes, last but not least, this one came out also last July. But there's been a couple of restocks of these lately, and I know why. This shoe right here is just absolutely beautiful, all the way down to the detail. They use a different kind of cracked leather on the toe box of that, and if you really look at it, you can see like it's like a little cracked and stuff like that. With that coral, it's bleached coral. I apologize, bleached coral. Is It just sets it off. This with an Easter suit,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
not
that's a fit right there. Like that can do something.
yeah, the Easter Bunny fit for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's just an iconic Jordan
Yeah.
one, and it's a low. That's a solid shoe for me.
How you
I
feel
like
about it?
I like it. I'm not certain about the color scheme for like an everyday wear. I'm
Okay.
thinking like summer wedding. I might wear this too.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Summer
Okay.
wedding
Pull 'em
type.
out. Pull 'em out.
Yep. But you definitely have to have the right color suit to wear these.
Yeah.
Or the right color vest.
Yes. Or velour suit.
Or blue.
So
Or
you
full
copping, dropping?
I'm copping those.
You're copping
Yeah.
these for sure. You said you're copping.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Copping? Okay.
like the Jordan ones, they do it for me.
Yeah, I get real sad when I see these shoes because I love the Jordan 1 highs. So when they go and chop the top of the shoe off where it covers up my ankle, I get real sad. I think it's a dope color wave, especially for the season. But leave them as the high. You know, I would like to see what else they would do with the rest of the pink on the shoe. You know, I kind of miss. There's a whole quarter of a shoe that I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? So I would be interested to see what they would do with that. But overall, you know, it's got the velvet back here. That's what you would call that nice velvet on the back. The toe box, it's got that nice feel onto it too.
Absolutely,
You know,
just like the tail, just like the heel.
it cracked leather on the toe box as well. So overall, they've added a lot of details to it to add different material into different spots on the shoe. I just wish that they would go up with the ankle and I could see the full shoe. So it's
Well, you
drop.
might get your chance later on this month
Oh.
with the washed pink
yes,
Jordan 1 highs.
yes, a
that
little
are
different
coming out.
color wave, color scheme.
The pink is gonna look more bleached, like the Hyper Royals. That's gonna be beautiful. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. Also dropping later on this week is gonna be the Lucky Green Jordan 1 highs. If you guys are on any of your shoe platforms like Nike, Finish Line, JD Sports, Champs, make sure you guys are paying attention because they should be doing a Reserve coming up very soon. And if you do not have enough points, just make sure you linger around the mall, go in there, spend a little bit of chicken, accumulate 2,000 points, and then wait for the day. You'll get a little notification. You go in the app and wait for your turn in line and claim your size.
Yeah.
That's your best chance.
They've been cracking down. So like the little snippets that, we've experimented, Q's done a lot of research on bots as a whole, and the best way to get sneakers, because the community of sneakers as a whole has been a little bit harder to collect the shoes. So he's done a lot of research on what's the best way to do it. And I'm a living testimony to tell you he's not lying to you. So if you are interested in getting shoes for retail, that is, Q's always dropping little Easter eggs here on the show about how you can get shoes for retail because they're expensive.
Absolutely. And last little Easter egg, the shoe that we were just talking about, the washed pink ones, be on the lookout. Rumor has it they might be doing exclusive access on your sneakers app. So stay tuned to the app.
Yeah. You gotta turn on all notifications, and if you're interested in the shoes, you'll do the homework. You'll know what you're looking for. Like these shoes, if you're actually looking for them, I bet you Sneaker Beast is a local retailer, which he supplies us with the shoes tonight. So shout out to him, and we gotta
He'll get you right.
We gotta shout out to another sponsor right now, and we're gonna shout out to CT Visuals. Shout out to CT, man. He's always working hard on content, getting it to us, because every day is a new week and new things are happening, always with sneakers, but also with the cannabis industry. Things are changing so fast. So having content coming in and out, CT does a great job at that. So shout out to CT Visuals because he's doing the thing. And if you haven't reached out to him, you're missing out because he does great work. He always does great work. So shout out to CT Visuals.
Absolutely. And can't forget about the guys over at Blazed. Hey, make sure you guys are tapping in with them. It doesn't matter if it's for the experienced edible taker or if it's for a newbie. They got micro dose and they also have high dose. And every one of you guys should be tapping in with them because a little bit of kickback goes back to your bud tender. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
Hooking
Always.
out people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to support a brand that's for the people.
For sure.
So that right there that we're smoking on, some Local Grove.
Local Grove what?
No, that is Local Grove ice cream cake.
That shit hit.
That's ice cream cake. That's one of your favorites, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Local Grove, I don't know much about their actual facility. That's one of the few facilities we haven't been to.
Yeah.
But I've tried a few of their products now. And off rip, I hate this out of rotation.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I thought about it.
He was like, I was waiting to try it.
Yeah. It's off the first taste. I'm liking it.
It's ice cream cake for
I'm
sure.
liking it.
It hit the palate.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah, and it hit me on the back of the palate. I got a cough instantly, which I don't usually do that when I first hit the joint. You know what I'm saying? Getting started up at the show, I usually don't get that cough, but that means it hits for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't usually cough like that after a hit. So, how do you feel about it?
Honestly, I don't like the cough off the first hit.
Okay.
Right? I mean, in a way, it almost just doesn't seem as clean as some other weeds that I've smoked. The taste is good. I really do like the taste of it, but just that first cough, it kind of just
turned you were like,
yeah.
I hear you.
What about you?
He hit the nail on the head there.
Oh,
It's not doing it for you?
Yeah, dude. I mean, just that it's kind of like that.
It's kind of harsh,
right? There's a little bit of it in the back of the throat.
Okay.
Right? Like you're like, just doesn't do it.
See, the second hit for me wasn't as harsh as the first one, so maybe it's just the it's seeping into my body because
getting it
started off. It feels like an indica. It's an indica probably.
It is
Would
definitely
an
indica.
Cake, would be in the ice cream cake. It's an indica. So I love indicas. So I do like the heavy hitting, and that's what I felt like. It hit me right in me. I knew I had smoked some indica flower just from that cough. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So. Overall, would you cop it again? Would you buy it?
I'd probably pass.
You'll probably pass. What about you?
I might if the price is right.
Okay,
I might if the price is right.
The price got me right. Sometimes I feel you. What about you?
I'm probably gonna buy it.
Okay,
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah,
I can't turn down ice cream cake. It definitely depends on the grower. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was just a weird paper I used. It could have been anything.
It could have been. He ready for it. He's like, I need a second hit. He's like, I need to retry that again.
Yep. Sorry, see, I almost hit it out of rotation again.
See, I was on top of it.
He said,
hey.
So, I mean, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put it at?
Ooh.
Oh, he's paused for a second. I can go first. You want me to go first? I'll go
Yeah,
first.
go first.
I'll give it like a 7.5 for it being an indica flower. An ice cream cake is so iconic. So, Endless Local Grove, I think they do a great job over there with packaging, and the flower is always decent. So I'm not mad at it, and I don't think it gets a golden star. I'm not giving it no 9, but I think it's a 7.5 area. I would buy again, like my man said over there, for the right price. So
Yeah.
that's just
I'm
the
right
point.
there with you. I'm right there at 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Love it.
Okay. Why 6?
I just think that there's maybe, I mean, if we're talking like, again, and we just go back to that like little bit of cough, right? The little bit of cough
That
to
first
me,
instant
right?
cough.
Yeah, because again, there's other brands or there's other, I guess, options that
There's a
not gonna get
lot
that.
of other
Right.
options.
You're not going to get that.
Right.
So that to me does it.
Okay.
Like 6.
Where you final? What
That
you
was
feeling
that
now?
was the gavel. You
That
didn't
was-
hear
that
it?
was the
He
final-
said,
the
boom.
gavel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with a 7.2 because that's what I first thought.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick to my mind, but I wanted to hear what you guys were thinking first. But I mean, if it's in rotation, I'll probably hit it twice, right? But like, I'm not gonna hit it a third time.
Yeah, especially
that's
when it
for
gets
me.
down to the last
Yeah.
little little nub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
yeah, and we appreciate the honesty here on Cushion Cakes because people want to hear the honest review. If it's good, if
So,
it's not so
Let
good.
me ask you a question: Was that a pre-roll bought from the store, or was that
I
was,
rolled that.
So you did roll up
Yeah.
a bud? Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled
Because
that.
that makes a huge
Yeah,
difference.
Absolutely.
The buds look good, or they're
Okay.
actually in the air package. So if you're tuning in right now, if you comment or share, you're gonna get to try
Do
this.
you have the
ice cream.
package too?
It can't. It's from Doja. I think it's in
Okay.
one of these little, one of the little drums. So
yeah.
it, different style wasn't in the pre-pack. It was
Deli style.
Yeah,
deli
deli.
style.
Okay.
So which is different for some some areas do it that way, some don't.
Yeah.
Right here in Kalamazoo, we do it right at Doja. So it's that I like that. I
Smells
personally
great.
am a
You
big
know what
fan
I
of
mean?
that.
It
as a
smells
whole.
great.
Yeah,
It
it
does
was
smell
great.
good. Yeah.
Let me see this.
He said that might change my opinion.
It might.
It
just
might.
It smells good.
Because that might change your.
And
That
it's a
might
good
change
size
it.
bud.
That's a good bud.
It's a good
So
bud.
it's got nice
It's a
bud
good size
structure
bud.
and all that. So somebody out there tonight is going to be lucky enough to win that, and get to try it.
Yeah.
They heard all our reviews, so they'll get to try it for themselves as well. So. And they're loaded because it's Easter too, man. We did some special stuff
got
in
some
there for the
eggs for you
people.
guys.
So, well, we've already done our first product review. Let's get into the story of
You gotta get
transport.
into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Transport in the state of Michigan.
Well, the company as a whole. Where did you
Yeah,
guys, for people to know out there?
You guys
Yeah.
came on together for a reason. You
Of
know what I
course,
mean?
yeah,
So,
of course.
let's talk about that bond. Let's talk about where you guys
The
started,
relationship.
how you guys-
Yeah. I like that.
yeah. No,
Start with the beginning of the company and go from there.
that's perfect. Yeah. JK Logics. How did it become a thing? Corey Kiefer and I, so my business partner, our business partner, and Jordan Kiefer are two others, right? And Corey Kiefer and I were on the same team in simulation in our grad school at Northwood University
Okay.
in Midland. And I basically just happened to be doing, cotton mouth.
Cotton mouth like a
Big
motherfucker.
time.
You're good.
Absolutely.
That happens. That means it was a good flower.
Right.
It
Oh
did
yeah.
that.
No, for sure. I'm definitely feeling
He said, "I
good.
got it."
Thank you, Local Grove.
He said, "I
You're
got it."
great.
I got it.
I'm nice and high. But yes, in grad school, we were on the same team in simulation. I had been just doing a bunch of cannabis research on the newly publicly traded cannabis companies on the NASDAQ that were listing for the first time. Kronos, right, had written a big a proposal, pretty much, right, a portfolio or a review of all these companies. Did a bunch of background market research, Colorado, right? Put this whole. Oh, here we go. Local Grove, thank you.
Cotton mouth.
Got his ass.
So, yes, put that together, and then pretty much after I graduate, 2-3 months later, I get a phone call. Hey, got an opportunity. What do you think about it? I said, absolutely, let's fucking go, right? Like some stupid.
So you've been smoking
some-
weed for a long time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some-
You said for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like a dream job when you got that call.
No.
Okay.
No, like so, I played football in college, right? At Northwood the whole time, and like I was getting drug tested, so I was still like not fully for weed,
Right.
but obviously once I got into the industry, then I was like, fuck yeah, let's go, right?
Right.
Like this shit it's only good for you.
Right.
There's a reason why your body stores the shit in your fat cells for 30 days, right? Like there's a reason why there's healing properties to it, right? There's a reason why they've been telling you that it's bad.
There's reasons.
Yeah, for sure. I
Dare,
totally agree.
right?
There's reasons.
Yeah, DARE,
Yeah.
drug abuse resistance education, right? They were preaching that shit as a kid, but that's not the case. So as soon as I got into the industry, I was like, this is awesome. This is great. And I mean, specifically, it was early on doing business with people like Steve at Lake Effect, right? And Doja and the people in Kalamazoo that are definitely going to pay homage to those guys. Those guys deserve a lot of respect.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. So good for those guys. But yeah, I mean, got into the industry through Corey and Jordan, and then he had just gotten done playing pro hockey.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So his opportunity from there was done, right? And then he pretty much just came to me and had been hearing the stories about what I had been telling him, and he came on board.
Jump on board.
Yeah. Okay. So you just got done playing hockey.
Can't just
Yeah.
speed past that. Like, can't just say that.
You just got done playing hockey, and you were gonna. Well, tell the people. Fill me in. I want to hear about this.
Yeah. So I actually have known Cam since the 6th grade.
Okay.
We grew up together. I played lacrosse in the 6th grade, and through our journey as friends, I was more so hockey. He was more so football. So for me, I went to school. I went down to Adrian in Adrian, Michigan, played on their hockey team there. And again, same thing where I was kind of against cannabis for a little bit, right? Because I didn't know. Grew up with the DARE program, and when I got done playing, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had been introduced to cannabis at Adrian, right after I got done playing, and it opened up so much knowledge of what the plant can actually do, right? For me and the healing properties with all the injuries from the sport of hockey.
Right. Yeah. Holy shit.
I couldn't imagine living today with the pain that I had from all the hockey injuries, right? And all of the topicals and all of the things that the plant can actually do to help you, right? And it's nice and clean. That's what I love so much about the cannabis industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously knowing Cam, when he told me about the company, he actually called me. I was getting off the bus in Peoria, Illinois at 7:30 in the morning from a road trip.
I know exactly where that's at. That's
And
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck. I know.
The Rivermen.
I know
Rivermen.
exactly. Oh yeah, I know
Rivermen,
exactly
yeah.
where that is.
Every time he tells me Peoria, Illinois, I'm like, where the fuck is that again? He's like, I've only told you 10
I
times.
was
already.
half awake. We just bus back from Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
So it was a long bus ride. I just got off the bus and I get a call from him. It's Cameron Fritz on my phone. I'm like, what does this guy want? Because for a while, we would hang out in the summers, right? And then he would go football, I would go hockey, and then we wouldn't talk for 6, 7, 8 months.
Right.
But then we lived so close together growing up that we'd always just come back and just chill and hang out and work out and do whatever.
Holidays would come around, you
Exactly.
come back home, and
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see that.
We start fucking shit up again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, so I got off the bus. I get a call at 8 o'clock in the morning. He goes, hey, what do you know about the cannabis industry and in Michigan? And I said, well, if it goes rec, it's going to be a big deal. And he goes, well, I'm signing papers here soon to form a transportation company in the state of Michigan.
Damn.
And right from that moment, I just started doing what I could research-wise about the space.
Cannabis. Holy shit. Just like that.
That was a good jump.
Yeah.
That was a good jump.
Yeah, and that's crazy that, that you called him because you thought he would be interested. You know, that's dope. That sounds like some shit that we've been through before. It's supposed to happen. You know, it's supposed to be one of those things. And
Yeah.
that's dope. So how'd you guys get started after you got that phone call? How did you guys, go on from that? What was because there wasn't, obviously it was at a time where it wasn't recreational, right?
No, it was just, well, we were just specifically medicinal. Yeah, we
Right.
were like a medical transporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I mean, the whole grind of it, right? Like the applications, the licensing, all of it is, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
a process
Oh,
Because it's always
sure,
changing,
it's a
right? It's like a
steep
revolving
process.
door right now.
Yeah. And I mean, I talk about this on other occasions from the standpoint of the state of Michigan just like wasn't prepared. They weren't prepared for any of it, right? How hot it was, how many people wanted to get involved, how many people wanted to get a grow license, right? Which just extended it even further.
Especially
Right.
in the beginning years. I mean, that's when they opened up the floodgates and they had everyone and their mom trying to do something.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I mean, it took 14 months for us, right, from start to finish, just to get a med license.
Ooh, so you did a
That's-
whole 14 months of just paperwork and lawyers and processes.
Oh yeah,
and
and waiting, and having everything, waiting for a response.
And I mean, with a transport company, I mean, assume comes like a lot of overhead because you guys have trucks and you guys have guys,
Correct.
you
Yep.
guys have buildings, you
Yep.
guys have, a lot
Yeah.
of,
So all of that is it's on the books, right, and all of it's cranking, but like you got no revenue.
ooh, for 18 months,
Well,
14.
14, yeah, give or take.
14 whole months. That's like a year. A whole year, you're sitting there like, okay, I promise, guys, like a whole year, like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
guys, like we're gonna do this, like,
Yeah.
whole year. I just keep thinking like a whole year, like
That's a long ass time, man. And I mean, you're just in the wind kind of too, because the laws are always changing and they're deciding to do this and do that, and you're like, what the hell? So, I mean, did you guys just go out and buy like 5 trucks right off rip?
I started with two,
And was it just you two man in the cars? Like how? I mean, how was the process of starting that?
No, he I don't think, like, specifically he came on. How many trucks did we have? Like 4?
No, we had 2 when I came
We had
on.
2?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had 2 when I came on. The first delivery was October of 2019,
Mhm.
and I came on, I think, February of 20.
Okay.
so you came on right before COVID.
Yes.
Oh, so describe that a little bit. How was COVID in the transport company? Because that was like right towards the beginning of you
Booming.
guys.
Yeah, so we were deemed
Boom. Yeah.
a medical necessity during that time, so we were still operating.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we were still out on the road making deliveries, and that was actually one of the first times that we saw real growth. And we doubled our fleet, we doubled our staff. Everything went north for us during COVID
Mhm.
because, right, during COVID you also have the lovely stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
So when everybody's home, right,
You smoke more weed.
Exactly.
Mhm.
so more deliveries, more people smoking weed,
Okay.
and that was COVID for us.
So there wasn't any like big like procedures you guys had to do, like just to like get the trucks ready or get your people ready to like go to the dispensaries or anything
I mean,
like
we had to
that.
follow all of the guidelines, right, that were given to us. Right?
Just like regular.
exactly
businesses.
right? Exactly.
Well, you
But-
guys were obviously classified as essential workers, so that
Yep.
that was pretty nice. You know.
That was a-
Yeah,
that was a blessing
that
for
was
us.
a great time. I believe it, man.
sure.
That's crazy. I mean, people don't know that though. Like the people that are tuning in right now don't know that during that time you guys were busy as fuck probably as well, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
and traction just start to
Oh,
pick
yeah.
up over time, and you guys start to add more people in, and
Oh, yeah.
so, I mean, are you guys the ones driving around nowadays? There's just no way you guys are. So you guys, after, COVID kind of settled down, because it was a spike, and then it kind of came settled down, and everything's kind of like fizzling. During that come down time, how was business as a whole when money was a little bit tighter? Because people did blow those stimulus checks on dumb shit. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and act like they didn't do that shit. I saw people that I knew personally caught a bag and really blew a bag. And so, like, after, when they all settled down after a little bit, they cleaned up and they found the people that were using the PP loans for dumb shit, and caught those kind of people and made it stop. how was business for you guys when people started to be a little bit tighter with their money?
I mean, it really was just about like strategically, right? Kind of either attempting to align or right continuing to align right with like strong brands,
Consistent
right?
accounts.
Right, people that are established, right? They're vertically integrated, they have operations all within house, because that is where we as a company really come in and we say we can control everything from start to finish, right? So we can go pick your product up, right? If you have retail operations, we can also be dropping change drops for your right retail stores. We can be dropping the product off, dropping the change off, picking up the money at the same time, taking it back to our warehouse, processing it, and then moving it directly to the Federal Reserve. Right.
So you guys are a one-stop shop.
That's it. Like whatever you want, whatever you need.
So with the economy the way that it is right now, and the decline in companies and companies closing up, have you guys felt any effects from that?
Well, let's just say present day, we have 18 trucks in the fleet.
God,
He
damn.
said we fine. We
Yeah.
just fine.
And that's just from an overall growth of the whole market in Michigan and the acceptance of it too, right?
Right.
You got to remember back in 2020, right? How many people really accepted the cannabis?
We're open
Right.
to it.
Yeah,
like that.
Because
No.
it was so new to everybody.
It's come a long
This is
way in the
3
last
years
3
later.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So the
definitely
industry has
came
come
a
a very long way. And like he said, right, we've aligned with the brands out there that are doing the same, right? They're strong rooted in who they are, right, and the product that they produce. And we're very fortunate that they trust us to move it.
Right. Yeah, because that's a big responsibility because, people always are asking, how do they get it so fast? There's so many new products that are on the market as well, that we'll dive into a little bit later. But there is so much going on, and people don't really know that, you guys are out there doing this work, and 18 cars in the fleet is huge, like I don't know if there's I don't know how many who let me just ask this question because I'm curious now. But who would be the competition? Like who else is out there transporting like that?
There's probably like four or five, right? Kind of notables for sure that
Right.
you hear of, right? Specifically, I mean, it's tied to like LeafLink and LeafLink
Right.
Logistics. That's pretty much what you
Right.
hear.
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Really, it's like when it comes down to it, it's people get licenses to help like family or right, like right, just family ties, and then they don't really push much farther than that.
They just help themselves, basically.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So they do what they need to do just to get it to the stores, pretty much. It's
Do
like
you think that's one of the futures of fully integration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Potentially. Right. And so that's what it could go to, of course. Right. If the licensing process was potentially easier. Right. But that's
that processing is a whole nother wolf right there.
Yeah, again, and like that's also what they don't want, is that they don't want people with vested interests in other companies to be able to have a secure transport,
because it has to be like a non-biased.
Yeah, it's like, so the way that the licensing is set up, there's 5 licenses as a whole. 3 are vertically integrated, being the growing, the processing, and the retail.
Right.
And then the other 2 are standalones, being the secure transport and then the lab and safety testing. So if you own any of these 3, then you can't own one of these. If you own one of these, you can't own any of these 3.
Gotcha.
That
makes
dropping
a lot of
knowledge
sense.
on you guys, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely important because then it changes your idea of what you want to do in the field of cannabis, because we talk about it here. It's still, from where we started, it's still in its baby stage, like we're still trying to figure out the rules and laws, because I'm guessing there's been tons of laws that you guys have seen and they've changed for you guys, and you guys are like, what the hell does this even mean? So what was one of the worst things over the 4 or 5 years that you've seen the cannabis laws changing? What's one of the old ones that you remember that you're glad it's moved on from? Because you guys have been in the game for a second.
I'd say the biggest improvement that I've seen, right, that I liked is the amount of time that we're allowed to legally hold product until it has to hit its destination.
That's good.
Okay,
that's
so
good.
what did it used to be?
What was it?
48 hours.
48 hours.
Oh,
So we used to have 48 hours
Yeah,
from the time of pickup.
turn
to
and
the
burn.
time of-
He's like, get it
Turn
there.
Oh shit! They was trying to make y'all. They was
Yeah.
cooking y'all.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
get it
Oh,
there
get on the road.
48 hours.
Get
Oh,
on
yeah.
the road.
48 hours.
Yeah,
Turn and
indeed.
burn.
Yep.
Mhm.
And now we have up to 96 legally.
Okay.
Damn,
Mhm.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
We're still
that's
cranking.
Yeah, I mean,
Still
Hey.
cranking, especially with as many trucks as you guys have.
oh
yeah.
man! So at one point in time, they had y'all trying to flip 48 hours with half of the men.
So
Oh,
y'all was doing that with
God.
2 trucks.
oh my god, that's crazy. I'm glad that they've fixed those kind of errors that some people are like, that's not that big of a deal.
Not
What?
2 men in a truck. It's
Yeah.
2 men in 48 hours.
Damn.
Damn.
Got to get it in and out, So
That's crazy.
that is crazy. You want to tell the people why you over here leaning over and stuff, man? We're not done with the stories though. Yeah, we're just gonna take a little second to tell the people what we're doing. You know what I'm
So
saying?
right
But we're gonna
now-
keep going.
It is Easter, guys. So we got to bring a little culinary to it for you guys.
I mean, we are stoned in here, so I am getting a little hungry. I can't lie, but
So today we will be making some chocolate. And we're just going to infuse it just with a little concentrate instead of last time I believe we used distillate and you used RSO, right?
I think so.
Okay. So this time we're going to use a little concentrate. I did a little bit of research, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And figured it out. And earlier I made some and did a little test run. It turned out pretty damn good. I'm super excited because when making edibles, it's been said that you can take your concentrate that you have that's old, you don't know if you're gonna really eat it or anything like.
He
or
said
you're
I need a roach.
not eat it. I was talking about an edible.
You don't have one rolled up, do you?
Yeah,
Oh, you do it? Okay.
we can spark up.
Yeah, let's get it going.
But it is it's a little bit less bitter than the oils.
Mhm.
So they said if you have some concentrate that's been sitting around, go ahead and why not melt it down with something. They recommend whipping it with some oil, whether it be avocado oil, peanut oil, coconut oil, whatever. It just helps break it down a little bit better. But we have some chocolate that has that oil already in it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna melt down some of that, make a couple of Easter eggs for the folks at home, and then we'll give a review on that.
Yeah, for sure. And then I'm gonna just give a quick shout out to a sponsor. Shout out to Redemption, one of the best foundations here, and that we are a great follower of here on Cushion Kicks. They've done a great job with helping people that are incarcerated with cannabis. 10% of their proceeds go to people that have been incarcerated with cannabis. So I think that's a great thing where people are getting arrested for a plant, and we talking about smoking it. Like it's not. I haven't seen
We're
people
giving
do
it
some
away
crazy,
here.
giving it away to people and
Right.
consuming it, and we're not going crazy, right? I'm not losing my mind doing anything crazy out of my mind. So people being arrested for it is a horrible thing. So they always are trying to help people out with that. So thank you, appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely. And shout out to Spark in the Park. If you do not know what you are doing on June 10th or 11th, let me just fill you in. You need to be at Spark in the Park because that's where it's going to be in Ypsilanti, Michigan. 2-day festival, and it's going to be a consumption event. I'm super, super excited. And if you guys don't have your tickets, you're going to miss out. I'm telling you,
Yes,
you're going to
sir.
miss out.
Yes, sir.
So what do you got there?
I got, just something crazy. Sorry, something infused. It's one of the newer things on the market, infused pre-rolls. I got to probably light this like a candle. It's right here, though. You want to tell the people what you got?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is a Far Out Fatty. This is going to be the GG4 infused. It's going to be a gram plus.
Ooh,
A gram plus.
okay.
This is going to come in at 34 total cannabinoids.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay.
I think it's
Got a nice
infused
ring
with
to it.
live resin and keef.
Yeah, it's got a nice keef coating on the outside over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check.
Pre-roll looks a little
Let's check it.
damaged
let's
though,
check.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't stuffed all the way.
Right.
I wonder how it's gonna smoky though. Oh, Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad.
29.92 TH.
So yeah, we were talking about you guys' story as a whole, but what do you guys got coming now? I mean, we're in the month of April. It's almost 420. What do you guys got coming up?
What's the next big thing?
Well, right now we're about to start moving High Times Cannabis Cup.
Shout out High Times.
Shout out to High Times. Yep, High Times Cannabis Cup kits are going online. We're gonna start moving them here this upcoming week, and they're online or they're on sale the 15th, Saturday.
Damn.
Saturday.
Yeah, I know they're gonna be at Dojo Waterville Elite, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Tax returns.
We gonna be there.
Yep. Once the tax returns come back,
Yep.
High Times backpacks.
There you go.
Are they?
No.
Are they?
Don't say.
Are they?
that.
Are they backpacks?
No, I don't think they're back.
They're
They're,
not
they're
back?
They're tote kits this year.
tote kits.
Damn.
They're toe
Damn.
kits.
Okay.
They're toe.
Well,
kits.
that's different for them as High Times. And I know that for the last couple of years they've
Yeah.
done the book bags. So I mean, I'm guessing they're still gonna be loaded though.
Yeah, they are. We got a lot of great products.
I know there was a couple people, Adam Scott Green working on building those bad boys
Absolutely.
up
Shout
and
out
getting them ready
ASG.
going. So yeah, that's dope. That's dope. How does it feel to have something like that? Have you guys been doing that for the last couple years?
This is our second year doing the High Times.
Okay.
Last year was our first. Learned a lot last year from the backpacks and how the packaging was.
Okay,
With the tote kits this year, it's a little bit more efficient, so it's going to be a little bit smoother this year, I think, for us.
that's dope.
Meeting the deadline, obviously, that's always what we want to do. Make sure, right?
I saw
gotta get the
I saw
product
the
there.
list. I saw the
Yeah.
list. So do you guys have the entire list?
Of where they're going.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me find my phone, and I can.
You can tell them what
There's-
stores
I
you're
can-
going to right now.
Yeah.
On some live feed. Yes.
You're gonna have to mix that, my boy.
I'm gonna have to mix that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I can mix
Who's
that.
this?
I think
Who's
I could mix that up just a little bit. So okay, so I mean they had like 30 people on the list though.
30 stores.
I think they had
I
about 30
think it
stores
was
on the
right around
list
there.
for sure. I saw a couple in, some random places as well. I was very confused on some of the places. Detroit had a lot, but I think Traverse City's got two
Yep.
places in Traverse City. We got one in Kalamazoo. I think one in Grand Rapids. And
One in Waterville.
one in Waterville, one in Lansing. So I think Detroit's heavily populated. So if you're looking and interested in getting a bag, my thought process is I'm not going to the one in my city. I'm going to go to a different city and just be one of the first people out there. Because
Make sure you guys look up these stores. Find out. Call the store. Don't believe the hours because they might do something special, especially if it's like a 24-hour store. Be aware they might close for a second or not let you purchase these until a specific time. Like you gotta understand, do your homework. Just like with the shoes, guys, you gotta tap in.
But y'all going to be working from on the 19th pretty much. You guys will be closing up by the 19th of this month. So you guys got a busy future ahead of you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with summertime coming around the corner, do you see it picking up? Are you guys seeing a lot more stores still going up in different areas?
We got to think Traverse City just went rec.
Right.
So Traverse City, we have been sending 2-3 trucks up there just
I
to
mean,
Traverse City.
Detroit just went wreck not that long ago as
And now
well.
you got Detroit. We got more trucks in Detroit too. So that you're seeing the wave now of the different municipalities allowing recreational sale. So where right before when Detroit was just medical, right, all of Metro Detroit went to right Ferndale, where Ferndale
Right,
was,
the
was
outskirts
wrecked. Yep.
areas because they couldn't
Yep,
get
yep.
it from the hub.
So now you're looking at all of the places and locations that are right now going rec in those high population areas. You're seeing an increase in sales across the board, and then from the consumer side, right, higher sales for us, more deliveries. Products got to move because it's a one-time use.
That means business
It's
is
a
boom
one-time
no matter
use.
what.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to think like that.
That so you don't face a lot of the same adversities that a lot of people in this industry right now are facing with the market changing and everything like that.
Not so much. We would if we aligned with some of the companies that are struggling. Right?
Okay.
But we've been very selective on who we've brought on board to be a part of our family, right? Because that's how we want to treat our customers, right? Like their family, right? Because when we show up, it's in a way we're representing our brands, right? So that's why we have a certain level, a certain standard that we hold everybody to. because, right, we take pride in the integrity of the product that we're dropping off, right? Because that's how much somebody cared to grow the plant.
Yeah, no, 110%. And I think that's the way it's got to be for a plant too. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, have been in the game of cannabis that don't do it for the love of the plant. You know, they're doing it for other reasons. And they don't really care. They're not avid weed smokers, you know what I'm saying? They won't get on camera and smoke cannabis and be like, I'm totally doing this, you know what I'm saying? Where it's in the back in the day, it looked so frowned upon. And how do you think we help make it more normalized in this culture? And how do we give people more awareness? And I mean, this, you know, I don't like to talk about politics, but he also is going to start letting the research of cannabis. So, you know, how do you guys see the future of that kind of stuff for cannabis as a whole?
Oh, it's going to be huge, right? From when immediately when, I mean, I think it's more so like public grants and public funding specifically for, right, the scientific research and the case studies done on people, right? And from like a brain standpoint or brain function or whatever, right, THC can do to help people scientifically.
Yeah.
Right, when that gets lifted from a class 2 substance level, right, and gets lifted off that list, I mean, that's going to be huge federally.
Yeah, that's going to be that's a big thing that people are talking about, you know, going federally legal. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No,
That's
I mean,
for,
specifically too with mushrooms and psilocybins, right? Like that's another thing of the future, right?
Okay.
Again, I mean, like Colorado already, right? Did they specifically decriminalize it, right? Psilocybins in Colorado.
Right.
So that specifically too with CTE and right brain injuries, specifically with me playing football for 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, concussions, maybe 2, right? Like maybe 2, like that I'm gonna report. Like
Yeah,
Do
no,
you
but it's
see-
probably the entire time, to be real.
yeah,
If we're being real, the entire time.
like I ran into people with a helmet on,
I gotta know, what position did you play?
defensive end.
Okay, yeah, no, you was trying to kill somebody. Every time that ball was snapped, you were trying to enrage somebody on the other side.
Oh,
so-
for sure.
Okay.
that's funny.
Okay.
So, do you guys see that as a transition that you guys need to prepare for? Is like the psilocybins and the mushrooms and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it all basically just depends on obviously state to state rollout, because that's really the big thing is how is a state licensed, right? How does the licensing process play out within that state? Because if you want to actually establish a business and like become a accredited business, right, with a piece of paper that says you're a business, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to go through that whole licensing process of how do I play the game to get what I need to get.
No,
That makes sense.
110%. And a lot of people have missed out on that, and a lot of people don't know if that's what they want to do, because they don't want, you know, they don't want the government inside their business. And, you know, some people, you know, that's caregivers, man. The caregivers don't want to be a part of that. Don't let them. There's got to be a lane for them too. You know, like at the end of the day, we got to figure out a way to make sure that the people are like, hey, I just want these plants for myself. Cool. Don't be giving them to nobody.
Right.
But that's cool. I feel you. It's just a plan. We don't have to treat it so seriously. You know, like people put it on that level of seriousness. It doesn't have to be that serious. Like people got to chill out. So, you know, I'm excited to see the future of cannabis as a whole. So
Growth.
yeah, the growth of it and where people are going to be able to get it from, and seeing all these new products like infused pre-rolls, you know, with the glass jar. I mean, you got to see the container and check that out. I mean,
Talk about the pre-roll. How was it hitting?
it's hitting all right. It's an infused pre-roll. The first hit was harsh and not in a good way this time. I know earlier I said I liked it. This time I don't like it, because I saw the coating on the outside and it's just not for me. So I think it's a little too harsh, but after we got past that point, it's been all right. It's got a nice little burn to it. The ring's been even all the way down, which we're getting to the bottom of it. That's when all the pre-rolls I found out, usually when they get to that last 25%, it's about to be wraps.
Oh yeah, especially with infused too.
Yeah, it's about to be wraps.
How did you feel about the pre-roll?
The high's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad. Not overpowering like some of them sometimes, right? Like you smoke a infused pre-roll and sometimes you can be Oof.
You are infused.
Ooh,
for sure.
yeah,
You are
you're
fuzzled.
You're
I feel like
infused
it
to that
definitely
couch.
happens with those ones that have those artificial terps inside of them. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Those ones that like taste like food. Like, not supposed to do that. Not supposed to do that.
This chocolate's coming along now.
Oh.
I need another second though. I know.
You just had to stir yours.
Everybody was like, "Oh, come on, don't burn the chocolate." We are not burning the chocolate. Q's chocolate's almost ready. Mine needs like another little while. You got a smaller bowl. Don't even. Oh, chef expertise. You know why it got faster, okay? So yeah, no. I mean, I'm excited for the future of cannabis and seeing new products. And I think this is one of the best things of the podcast is being able to give back to the people. And that's kind of what you guys do too. You're giving people their products because if you guys weren't around, they got to go to somebody else to do that. So, I'm on Easter. You brought the guys that were, transporting the cannabis across the state because you guys are going to Detroit. I see where you guys go. Ann Arbor is a
Did
is
you
a
just
hub.
low key call them like the weed Easter Bunny?
I mean, every day, all
I think
day.
that's what he called you guys.
I mean, they're pulling up every day. I mean, y'all drive
No,
on the
for
road.
real.
Are you guys 7? Is it 7 days a week that you guys are working like that?
6.
Six?
Yeah,
Okay, so
six.
I mean-
we don't work Sundays.
Oh yeah, no, the team's ripping.
yeah,
That's crazy.
We're round the clock.
yeah.
We're going.
Y'all are the weed Easter bunnies.
That's what I'm saying. And I mean, you guys are driving around in the cars, and that's crazy. Duh. They handing out the goods. You guys are the guys that we need, and having these conversations about what you guys see, seeing change because you can't get into that other market. Like you said, you got the license for one. I can't be in this 3, but I'm in my individual one. So I know that there's going to be change for you guys. And what are some things that you guys want to see change? If with it going federally legal, when we talk about that, which we'll get closer to the end and we'll ask for a timeline. But what are some things that you want to see, to be upgraded, to have the freedom to do? Since I can only do this one thing, let me do this because this is a pain in my ass.
Metric.
Metric. You both okay? So why metric?
So metric is the track and trace of all of these products, right? So you take this and you look on the back and there's a metric ID tag. So see that tag number?
Mm-hmm. That's a long ass number.
This is specific to this.
Okay.
Right? With our scanning system, we can detect what manifest this is on to be able to transfer this product from processor or grower to the retail store.
Oh shit.
So on the back end, every single item has a unique barcode associated with the product that if we're moving it, it runs through our system. So we track all of these. And the integration part with the track and trace and our logistics software, we're having some issues with connecting to it. So it's making it extremely inefficient with how we have to move the products through the state of Michigan.
Oh damn.
And is that like something that's on the end of like LeafLink or anything like that? Like,
not so much with LeafLink specifically, it's more so with Metric and the ability for our systems to connect to their systems so that the data flow from what's in Metric can flow into our system.
Yeah. It's like an API keys, right? Basically need to open up to display the way that the coding or the software needs to display. So it's tough because there's no back-ended stuff like there.
damn.
Right. Yeah. Specifically with the software. So it's very archaic and primitive.
Like you would almost just rather have like an old school black book and write that shit down.
I mean, like our office space specifically, we have boxes on boxes on boxes on boxes of paperwork.
God damn.
He said that's what we don't need.
God damn.
Well, I mean, if like we have all the documents, like we have them all there. If there were ever, we're like on this date, this delivery was made. What's this? And we could say we have the paperwork.
So what do we need to change to digitize that?
We're working on it.
Okay.
Slowly but surely.
He said we're working on it. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
slowly but surely.
We talk a lot about events on here. Are you guys, just for the people to know too, you guys are helping with the events as well? Like transporting to the events that allow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Spark in the Park specifically, right?
Yeah.
That's that's an event that we will be transporting the vendors, right, from the vendors specifically to the people. So again, right, like that's how it gets there.
Absolutely. Hey, next
That's-
time vendor trucks. Hey, next time the transport's running a little late. Remember, there's 12, 14 trucks. That's it. Remember, they coming. They're coming.
Oh, we're gonna be there for sure.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That means you guys gotta be. You guys gonna be there both days.
Mhm.
Yeah, because this is a 2-day event. So,
Yep.
When you talk about a 2-day event, that means do you have to go back? Do you have to reload? Do you have to get the guy sent back to go get other product to come back for the next day?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so y'all gonna be work? Y'all not gonna be? Y'all are you gonna be able to enjoy the? Are the guys?
You
gonna
guys
be able
going to
enjoy?
attend Spark in the Park?
Oh yeah, we plan on going for sure.
He said we're
Absolutely.
gonna make a day of it. Might as well.
Absolutely.
We drove out here.
For sure, absolutely, we plan on going.
So when we talk about events like Spark in the Park, where do you guys see the future of those kind of events going, and events as whole? I think about cannabis being like, I don't know, I don't want to say like Electric Forest when you talk about cannabis events, but does it have the potential to become event like that?
Like an event, so cannabis with Electric Forest, because I think Electric Forest just embodies cannabis.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like these events where it's mostly people consuming cannabis and mostly cannabis vendors there.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, so it's more so the legal side of it, right?
Right.
The Spark in the Park, what they're
Right.
doing specifically being an event, a
Right.
cannabis event. I mean, it's as big as the money that can be made from it, right? So.
As soon as the right people know how much money they can make, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, right. Like that's kind of the way that it's set up. So,
Right.
right, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Do you think it has a potential to be a home run? I mean, because you guys have been to these events, and sometimes they're good, right, and sometimes they're bad.
For sure.
And you're like, what in the world is going on? And so, like as a whole, what do you guys see? Do they survive, or do they fall off? You think?
That's a good question. I mean, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah,
Who knows?
It's a social event, right? So again, it goes back to the acceptance of it, right? Is that type of setting going to be accepted by the municipality that it's in? So,
I mean-
so that's from the legal side of it, right?
No, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, right, if you want to get with all of your buddies and smoke a bunch of weed, you can do it in a house setting, right?
Facts. On private property.
Yep.
So
You can have a barn, big ass pole barn on
yeah.
private property.
Oh boy, yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. You can bake out a pole barn.
you've done it a couple times, I'm guessing.
Tried for sure.
You tried it. Okay.
Okay.
It was
So-
good times.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Back in high school, for sure.
Damn.
He said the good old days.
Good old days.
So
Brick
at this
weed.
point, we have got liquid. What's
Yeah.
yours looking like?
Mine's looking kind of the same way.
Okay, I only put a 1/4 gram into each batch, so it's not that crazy.
Check it out.
A
It's
1/4 gram or
Yeah.
a gram?
1/4
Okay.
gram.
Chocolate.
Oh, that's
Some
So I did confetti. What do you got? What do you got? Purple?
I got some purple. Yeah, I felt like the Easter bunny. If you came in, if I brought a bunny out next, you guys would be like, "What the fuck is going on?" You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Hey,
Is
hand me
there a
that
bunny
bunny
around-
out
is there a
tonight." No,
bunny
there's
around the
not a
corner?
bunny
Okay.
around the corner. I'm not doing
She
all
said,
that.
actually, I'm
This was
serious
enough.
right
I thought, cannabis, edibles, is something.
Bro, we're not
easy.
getting it. He told me there was going to be a bunny.
No, there's no.
Bro,
There's,
there's no-
absolutely
what?
no bunny gonna be here.
I am furious.
I got a
He
marketing.
said, I am
I
disappointed.
got somebody that you can,
Try?
get in a bunny suit somewhere. I bet if we wanted that to happen, but a real life bunny, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I don't like animals like that. So, but yeah, no. Instead we made chocolate and edibles. We wanted to experiment, and it's the holiday for the people that are out there watching that have kids and had to do it for their own kids. You comment or share this live stream, you're gonna get a chance to get some edibles.
No,
Hey, Mike,
that,
that pretty good.
no,
Oh, you poured it already in there. My bad. I didn't know. I'm sitting over
that
here.
tastes
just-
great.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Good shit. Hey, I did something right.
The
You're
confetti's,
goofy.
confetti's good.
Confetti slaps. Hey, you guys heard it here. Confetti slaps. Actually, I think we're gonna get some of those, and we're gonna try some ourselves.
Yeah.
If we can make that happen. Kind of giving a nudge.
Yeah.
But you making a mess. Look at you.
The execution is poor.
Man, hey man, I made one giant one. Somebody's just gonna get one giant egg.
You get a big old thick piece.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I
right?
mean, I thought you might as well eat the whole thing at once.
you got to eat the whole thing.
That's what I would try, at least. I would try to eat the whole thing at once.
So the ones that we're getting right now definitely don't eat the whole thing. Just give them a heads up.
The
you
chocolate's
gotta
good.
race home.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna get up real quick and grab these.
Do you guys? Are you guys are mostly flower smokers? You guys don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No edibles. You don't really fuck with the edibles.
Look at that.
I mean, do most?
Easter.
Oh. That's not good.
Well,
Very
we got
soon.
made a mess.
We
We'll
made a
definitely get
giant
that cleaned
mess.
up.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and hand those off.
Yes, sir.
How much are in one of these?
So I put
Go
almost
big.
a gram inside of here,
You got a gram.
inside of 4 pieces. Definitely don't recommend eating the whole thing. But
That
go
sounds
ahead.
like you would meet something.
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna meet Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So go ahead and try it, guys.
I
I
don't
feel
read
like, I
this
feel like
shit.
the SpongeBob episode, right? Where you're like,
Oh, you got the one with marshmallow.
That's what I'm tasting right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
250 milligrams.
Per little piece of these.
To eat the whole thing? No, hell no. I'm not taking another bite out of this bitch. I'll be
No.
fried.
Oh yeah,
No.
but this might be the most delicious edible I think I've ever had. That is.
It's rich as fuck. Yeah. Be careful when you
I actually don't taste any bit of cannabis whatsoever in this,
Hey, that's good.
and that's dangerous.
you took 2 bites already? He's silent over there. What's your review on it? What do you think about it? What are the people gonna get? They're gonna get a
I'm pleasantly surprised.
okay. Pleasantly
take it.
surprised. I was the only one that had marshmallow in it?
Yep.
Okay.
I made one for somebody that was peanut butter free, just in case, because I didn't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely staring at this like it's oof.
It was
Also
dangerous.
at the same time it's the Antichrist. Fuck you, bro. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that down
Look,
right
Here's
now.
the tray. Pass the
So I
tray.
should stop biting this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, it's rich.
It is.
So
that's what I'm
good.
tasting.
So when you receive yours, be careful.
Yes,
It's a little
it's
rich.
a lot.
It's a lot to take on, but man,
That was
Easter.
great.
How's your Easter been? How you guys'
great.
Easter been? It's been
It's
good.
been good.
We had a good time here on Cushion Cakes. It's been a great time, and educating the people on the
Transport side.
transport side of the company. You know, and
Cannabis as a
Cannabis.
whole in the state.
Absolutely. So, what do you guys see for the future of you guys? What's next? What's the next big step?
Next big step for us is we are opening up a second location.
Oh, that is a big step.
Yep, we're opening up a second location, specifically near the Metro Detroit area,
Okay,
because obviously Detroit just went wreck.
right. No,
that's
Yeah.
gonna be huge, and that's a lot of population.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of population.
Yep.
Okay.
Big time.
So what does that look like? Like I know with it being new and it's in a whole different zone too, because I know that matters in the cannabis industry. Where like in Kalamazoo, we have an unlimited zoning where they can just drop as many dispensaries as long as it's cool with the city. They can come in here and drop them, and they have been left and right. We got 30. We almost got 30 here. So, but out in Detroit,
Wow.
it's not like that. So what is there different laws out there for the transport?
Oh yeah. I mean, within every individual municipality, there's going to be different zoning, right? Like it's just going to be different regulations from a Lansing perspective versus a Warren perspective, right? So, or different from Kalamazoo, different from right wherever that individual location is. They're going to have different municipality rules that they have to follow.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's good to know.
That's great to know, but I think you guys are gonna killing the Detroit area. I just can't stop thinking about that because it's such a big market and it's such a new market. You know what I mean? It's just
hasn't even really been tapped into, and
yeah.
and it's gonna hopefully it brings back because I know the city of Detroit is not doing the hottest right now, so hopefully it brings people to stay there.
He said 8 Mile is all titty bars, dispensaries, and liquor stores.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll bring back people.
Not wrong though.
Not
wrong.
Not wrong.
So yeah, man. Yeah. Hopefully it helps the economy bounce back in Detroit, and people will stay out in Detroit and get some of those things that people want to enjoy. I enjoy cannabis as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing the new products. I love hearing the stories of how, guys meet up and they start this amazing business that not many people are in. There's a lot of dispensaries. Like I said, we got almost 30 here in Kalamazoo. So there's a lot of dispensaries, but y'all in
it's always great to hear a
group.
story from somebody who is creating their lane.
Yeah.
Like you guys are creating your lane, right? You guys wanted to be in the cannabis industry and you found your lane and you're sticking to it, you're driving it and you're going and you're rocking it. You know what I'm saying? You guys are killing it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's so many different avenues to make money in the cannabis industry. Right. I mean, it most definitely it's everywhere in life, but if you want to find money, you'll find money. But specifically with the cannabis industry, it's different, right? Kitchen accessories, and there you go, right? We're making edibles now, and right, the bowls, and right, the heaters, and the beaker, right? Like, okay, let's get into all that shit too, right? The HVACs and right, heating,
the carpet
and cooling,
layers,
and
the painters,
right, the commercial people that had to do all the commercial work for the retails, and
building brand new stores and all that shit, man, from the ground up. That shit is crazy, and it's just in its baby stages, And in year 2 with events coming back, I know a lot of people from other states that are gonna come to these kind of events, Spark in the Park, and Go To Cannabis comes back. That'll be another event that people will definitely come out to. So I'm excited to see the future of cannabis. I think I'm glad to meet you guys, to be honest. I'm glad to hear the story of how it started and, hear the relationship kind of just like how we had it, and it's cool to see that those are other people in the cannabis circle with us.
People hustling, right? That's what it is. It's people hustling. And that's like everybody in the cannabis industry specifically, all the brands that are out there, right? There's the people that were the day ones, right? They started essentially with the operation and continued to grow the operation through the whole transition process, right? It's having great relationships with your customers. It's having great relationships with the people you work with, right? It's sharing that with somebody else.
Yeah, so and talking about it and being, we're talking
having
to people.
Great relationships with the viewers, and we're giving them back these products for you guys to tell us what you think on them. Make sure you hit that comment or share button right now to get your last chance into this wheel for tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's Easter. It's Easter. You never know what you're going to get. There's eggs. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah. I mean, we gave some Easter eggs. There's some other ones hidden around here that might... You brought it up, you said Spark in the Park. Easter, it is Easter, giving back. We made some chocolate, like we said. Somebody's going to get a giant piece from me. They're going to get 2 pieces from Q on that side. But, and we appreciate you guys because these products that we got here, they wouldn't be able to make it anywhere if it wasn't
for y'all.
For y'all, working hard around the clock.
Yeah. Hey, every time you guys win an air package here on Kush and Kicks, remember who brought it to you.
Yeah, literally.
These guys.
Yeah. We just put it together in a little container and stuff. So make sure you comment or share that live stream.
Easter adult surprise. Yes, I like it.
Yeah.
That's what we should call it. Easter. Yeah.
I'm down for that. Is there anything that you guys want to, give a shout out or say anything?
Well, I think you should get a close up of the execution of the 2 edibles.
The 2 compared to the 1? Yeah. We'll make sure that,
I think that needs to be a close up for sure. Right now, because it's like the 1 just looks like somebody puked into the
Mine is the throw up one. It's still really
warm.
It's still really warm. We're gonna get close ups of it. We'll get close ups of it for sure. Stay tuned because now we gotta post that. We gotta post this clip. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's gonna be happy because we're gonna have one giant one.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So You got to eat the whole thing.
Don't put it down.
That's for the explorer.
That is for that is for the next level person, which we love here on Cushion Kicks, and we love giving these air packages out. We do this weekly, every Sunday, even on Easter. You know, we're giving back to the people and in an adult style to make it more normalized, where people are like, shit, I do like smoking weed, and all I have to do is leave a little comment, and I'm gonna be able to, as long as you're 21 years of age, y'all good.
Come by and pick it up.
Come by and pick it up, and we got dope items in here. You know, we're not just putting just nothing in there. You know, we got live resin cards.
Take a look.
Redemption.
Yeah,
Okay.
full gram. You know what I'm saying? Some nice edibles in there.
Okay.
So
We do not skimp them. I promise you.
no, yeah.
The Rice Krispie was delicious, Ronnie. Just letting you know, the Rice Krispie was delicious. We appreciate you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see the chocolate molds that we got
Ice
over
cream
here.
Yeah. And we got some popcorn in there.
Yeah,
Some MKX, the new ones with the hash rosin, right?
hell yeah.
Yeah. Make sure we hook the people up.
Burger pre-pack.
Well, I guess we might as well drop it. He look at he's like, look at.
He's I'm investigating.
Yeah, what?
That smell
Comment
good.
or share. That's all I gotta do. Yeah, all you gotta do is comment, share, be 21 years of age, and you gotta meet up to get the air package. But it is here. The winners come down and get them faithfully. You know, so it's good to see the people that are tuning in and watching us weekly. You know, hearing the stories, but then also for their time, because we appreciate your time for tuning in and having these conversations. We appreciate you guys. You know, it's Sunday. Easter,
Yeah.
you know, what else could you be doing? You could be doing a whole bunch of other things, but you decide to come down, and we're trying to help make it normalized, make cannabis more normalized, and put it on the shelves in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's just normalizing.
Yeah.
It's like shattering that stigma.
We just gotta break that stereotype, and that's one of the biggest things here. Is I want to be able to wear a weed shirt up to my children's school. I want to be able to do that and not be frowned upon and be just like John Smith over there in the corner who has his Bud Light shirt on and no one said anything to him.
Yeah.
You know
And he's
what I
got beer all over his breath. You know,
Yeah, that's all
I
I
think it's
want.
the worst when I go into a restaurant and I'm like eating, and you just got done smoking. I'm gonna smoke before I eat. I get hungry. Okay,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you walk in and you maybe not, you over cologned or you smell like too much weed. You know, people always giving you that look like,
I still smell you.
yeah, like, oh, come on, man, you had to come in here and smell. You ruined my whole experience. It's like I didn't. When you got beer breath talking to me when I'm trying to eat my nachos, I don't ever have a problem with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we're trying to help it be more normalized and give people that, you know, are not out of
Don't out of the closet about
yeah,
it.
not out of the closet about it. Giving them a chance to try different products that are on the shelf right now. Like you can go right into Doja. Shout out to Doja, one of our greatest sponsors here at Cushion Kicks. They doing the thing over there. 24 hours. You know, they got deals
2
coming on
locations.
420. You know, a huge thing coming around. So shout out to Doja. They're a great sponsor.
Again,
But
Spark in the Park too.
yeah, Spark in the Park. They're all over the map this year. So those guys are doing a great thing, and you know they help us to do this here on Cushion Kicks as being a sponsor. So these products are down there to try out. After if you don't win the air package tonight, or I got on too late, but next week I'm gonna comment or share. You know, we're gonna have
We got
the chance.
plenty of time this year.
Hell yeah! We've got 42 episodes on the books, and we've got, I think you guys are episode 4 of the new season.
Wow.
Episode
Yeah.
4. So we're
episode 4.
episode 4 out of 42, and this month is packed, obviously, with, I'll say it again, 420. But
420, baby.
it's a lot of things coming in. With
420 and the High Times bags.
High Times bags is coming out. You know, the totes, you got to get one. I got to still see it. I'm still sad about it, but I still got to
I'm
see
still gonna
it.
get one.
You know, so we like to make sure people are getting their chance here. So
Absolutely.
let's.
So tonight we're gonna get my package first.
Yeah.
And he mentioned earlier it has the Hyman infused pre-roll. It has the new MKX live hash rosin infused edibles with some popcorn, and then you got some of that wonderful ice cream cake that we were smoking on earlier,
Get that review in.
and that Donnie burger that you opened up smells pretty good.
It does.
And you know we got the homies from Redemption in there as well.
Yeah, I'm always.
Got to. And
Yeah.
yes, you get the egg. You get the egg. You
Yeah.
get to keep the egg.
What? It's Easter. You're an adult.
I knew that was going to be a question.
Yeah,
Do
somebody's
we get to
gonna
keep the egg? Yes,
Yeah.
you can keep the
You
egg.
can do whatever you want with the damn bag after. Not the shoes. The shoes are not incorporated. Just
Just the egg.
Just the egg. Just the egg.
All right, so we come to a real slow
Yeah.
creep.
So then people, we give a chance for the people that commented to get their little shout out as well. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it?
I don't know. You think it's gonna go past that in the next one?
I don't know. It's rolling real slow. This year the wheel's been a lot slower. We've slowed the wheel down a
He
little
was
bit.
so close.
Oh man, just to the creep. That's the word.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay. Congratulations. You won the first Easter egg on Easter. The
This
second
one's
roll
yours.
is going to be for my air package. Got the kind of same thing going on. Q's got kids, so when I think about adults, I try to think about what if one adult didn't get the same thing. So I kind of give the same things to the air package. We try to make sure. Yeah, you get the same thing. You're gonna get the Hyman infused pre-roll. You're gonna get a Redemption Live resin card. I try to make sure that everybody's getting the fair opportunity. But not only do we have these two air packages that you see tonight, Q, go ahead and tell them.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. Because everybody was like, "Wait, you said you were giving away the chocolates too."
What's in
Inside
the
of
egg?
here.
Inside of our egg, why don't you grab that bad boy?
Inside of here, you will get the chocolates from my side. Well, let's let this winner win because I think someone's gonna win real quick.
Somebody's gonna win.
It's like
For
the
sure.
anticipation. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick.
I gotta use the bathroom real bad. Can you hurry
Let's
up?
see.
A long-time viewer. I think that's how the wheel's gonna stop there.
Joseph Yeager.
Long-time viewer. We appreciate you always tuning in. He's been watching for the last 2 years and got tons of air packages. Always telling his buddies about it.
And happy birthday to Savannah. It's Savannah's birthday today as well.
Happy birthday! All
Yeah,
right.
happy birthday.
So go ahead.
So inside of here, you'll receive not only the chocolates, but you'll receive one VIP ticket for 2 days at Spark in the Park.
Yes. So
Inside of here.
not only does Q have one, but we're gonna also have a fourth winner that will receive the same thing. You're gonna get the one chocolate, the one large chocolate, because I wanna see if somebody will eat the entire thing. But
Cool.
you will also be getting one ticket to Spark in the Park for 2 days.
Somebody will eat the whole thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like
yeah.
on Easter,
Somebody will love.
were you
to
the kid
eat
that
the
ate
whole
all your
thing.
candy on the first day?
Yes.
Did you try to? Like, were you one of those kids that attempted to eat your candy all on the first day?
Oh, I'm sure he probably did.
Damn.
I tried, but my parents never really let me.
Okay.
Hey, stop that, Jay.
Okay. So the first one will go on my side, and
Okay.
you'll get the first one, and then you'll get the second one. So you would always try, but would
Depends
it be
on the
allowed?
candy. I was picky.
Okay. Well, what's your
Smarties.
favorite candy with it being
Smarties,
Easter?
little Smarties.
Smarties.
Mm.
Those
No
are my
shit.
absolute
You
favorite
plain
candy.
Jane.
What was yours then?
What?
What's yours?
Yeah.
He said you picked Smarties.
Oh, like you're chewing on sawdust. Like what?
Those things are pure sugar.
That's it.
Let's see.
for
It's
real.
coming
I
to
was
a
the
slow
Reese's eggs. Oh yeah.
Oh,
The Reese's
look at
eggs.
that. I think it
Uh,
slipped.
Michelle Flynn.
Michelle Flynn, congratulations. Mark your calendar, June 10th and 11th. You have one VIP ticket and an Easter chocolate. Talking about our favorite candies. You never said what was your favorite candy. What was your-
Yeah. I
what was-
said Reese's eggs.
Reese's Eggs.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What the-
All day.
I can't lie, that's one of my favorites.
All day.
If you ask my
Reese's
brother, is Reese's, you know that as well.
Reese's.
Anything Reese's. That's crazy.
I'm down
Reese's
for the
eggs.
Butterfingers. Butterfingers.
Okay.
Butterfinger guy.
Yeah.
Butterfinger guy.
I
yeah.
can do a Butterfinger every once in
I
a while.
loved Easter growing up as a kid because of the candy as well, though. I can't lie.
Oh, for sure.
And the deviled eggs.
The deviled eggs. Out of everything you could have.
Yeah,
deviled eggs?
Deviled eggs slap.
You
Deviled
have
eggs?
a good, yeah, if
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
prepared the right way.
Because my mom, she always used to take the eggs that we would find, like the real eggs, that were hard boiled, and then she would make deviled eggs with them for brunch
Okay.
or lunch, dinner, or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do like. I just didn't think like that wasn't the first thing that came to my mind. I guess.
No,
So-
like I can think deviled eggs for sure. Yeah, my
Okay.
grandma's deviled eggs for sure.
It's slowing down.
I guess yeah.
Do you think it's gonna hit?
Who-
I don't know.
On her birthday.
I don't know.
On her
That'd be
birthday.
awesome.
Oh. Congratulations,
Carrie.
Carrie. You will be going to
Congratulations.
Spark in the Park June 10th and 11th.
Yes, you have a 2-day pass.
You'll
right
be
here.
seeing us there.
VIP.
If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get your tickets. You want to get them now because it is a 2-day event, so you don't want to miss out. Somebody's already got some here on Cushion Kicks on Easter. But we got the guys here. We appreciate you guys coming down today and hanging out with us and making the chocolates. Any last shout outs? Where the people can follow you at on Instagram?
At JK Logics.
Perfect.
LOGIX.
Yeah.
LOGIX.
If there's any businesses out there, how do they get in touch with you guys? How do they get products move with you guys?
Right out simply online, pretty much. Right, they can go right to our website, www.jklogics.com. Go ahead and just obviously either just fill out a form, right? Submit a transport form, and pretty much our team will reach out to you and handle the rest. Like
See?
That's
taken
simple
care
as
of.
that.
Yeah,
Simple.
it's as simple as that, right? Like if you reach out to us, we're gonna take care of you.
Hey, simplify your life and get in contact, guys.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Till next time.
Peace
2K9.
out, y'all.